So what you want to do, you want to go to controllers, right? And you see this thing, Wii Remote 1, you click Emulator Wii Remote, and then you click Configure. And for the buttons, you're going to do, here, I'm just showing you how I do it. Keep in mind I'm using an Xbox controller. A button is A, B button is B. Trigger L is the 1 button on the Wii Remote. And trigger R, that's the 2 button. The back button is minus, and the start button is plus. I'm not even going to worry about the home button for the D-pad. I just, do that like normal. Now make sure that you go over to where it says extension, right? And you want to click Nunchuck. Whether Attach Motion Plus does anything or not, I don't know. Then you want to go to Motion Simulation. And I set X to button X and Y to button Y. And what that does is every time I tap this here X button, the emulator is going to think I'm shaking the Wii Remote like this. Left and right, like that. It also works if you just hold it down like that. And as for the Y button, I assume that means it thinks I'm shaking the Wii Remote up and down like this. Like you're jerking it off, playing Mario Party. I don't know how to do the pointer, but that's not really needed for this game. Now for the tilt, that's going to be this other control stick right here. You're going to go up, backward, left, right. I don't know. I don't mess with the modifier. Now, for the tilt, you're really only going to use this for one mission in the game where you got to aim the light at that crystal. You know which mission I'm talking about. Like, the one where Sonic's holding the sword like this. And he's reflecting light coming from the ceiling at a rock to break it. You know that mission. Yeah, this is what that one is for. Some of those rocks can be broken without even tilting the thing at all. Then, what's next? Extension. This is for your nunchuck stick. You just want to go up, down, left, right. And make sure you calibrate this, right? And you also want to make sure you calibrate, your tilt and stuff as well. Like calibration is important. As for the buttons on the nunchuck, I do shoulder L for C and shoulder R for Z. And that's really it. That's all there is to it. It's that simple. We're going to hop into a game and give you a little demonstration. So, I think this is Sir Percival's level. That one level I really hate playing because I don't like how Percival controls. But if you just play it as Sonic, then it actually functions like a proper level, even though it's got some tricky jumps. And as you can see, the game works just fine. I am playing Sonic and the Black Knight using a button to swing the sword instead of, oh shit, I died. Using a button to swing the sword instead of shaking a controller. Now, some people like to do this different. Some people like to set the shake the Wii Remote thing to the other control stick, like they're playing Skyward Sword on Switch Lite or something. And that's fine, really. Like, this is just how I do it. You're gonna want to find a setup that works for you personally, because everybody's built different. Everybody's got a different way of how they want to play games and such. This is just my personal recommendation of how I like to do it. If this doesn't work for you, then feel free to tinker with settings until you find one that works. I hope this little tutorial was informative for you. And I hope you like Sonic and the Black Knight as much as I do, even though it pisses me off sometimes!